你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Want to kill two birds with one stone? With Xiao, Zhan and Ali Gerba as the game, fans were already prepared. Xiao got to know each other for a long time. It turns out that some people can be shameless to this point. What tricks are used for data? Speechless for the 1005th time. Brother is not in Jianghu, but there are still legends about brother in Jianghu. This sentence is Xiao Zhan, the 3-no personnel who has no new works, no variety shows, and no performance exposure, seems to live on the hot search. Looking at the 2 pages full of hot searches, you can see that Xiao Zhan's sheep has been slashed a lot. But Jade Bone Remote is Xiao Zhan's work anyway, and it is barely justified by consumption. But when Xiao saw the hot search of Xiao Zhan Wang Yibo contentment, he was left speechless. At the end, I have to sigh with emotion. Xiao Zhan is really tired. Such a high-level hot search, what is it for? Naturally not for Xiao Zhan. I originally thought that this hot search was to divert the works of my former colleagues. But looking at it now, I realize that this is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Not to mention whether the 2 have ever sung this song. What is the purpose of releasing the old ballad from 3 years ago? After cooperating on Chen Qingling, the 2 have no interaction. Say something to a former colleague, probably the most decent identity. But there are always people who like to have the tropic of the 2 of them at an inopportune time and place. Under the topic, entertainment, big verses have heated up, and all of them are promoting Bing and Fire. Xiao can't figure it out, so he will promote the propaganda works well. Why do you have to pull Xiao Zhan? Coincidentally, also pulled up is the Ali Gerba. Good. The proficiency of this scraping data is very high. It is very clever to step on the shoulders of 2 top streamers to drain yourself. I thought it was over, but it turns out that Xiao is too naive. 2 high-level hot searches, how can they be so useful? Therefore, the second carving is the magazine of the former colleague began to pre-sell. In order not to make the drama too ugly, it can be said that enough thought was used. For the sake of data, it is really unscrupulous. It is clear at a glance who the activity of the 2 topics is counted. These 2 hot searches, for Xiao Zhan and the Ali Gerba, no benefit. The 2 have neither dramas on the air nor do they need such hot searches to increase their popularity. So, should this behavior be criticized? Are you going to scold this habitual offender? Xiao's suggestion is, don't. To give him a look. I'll let the conspiracy succeed. If you talk to him again, that really pleased him. Xiao Zhan was suspended for 3 years, but he didn't say a word. Why? Because once it is said, the pooping will be endless. Quarrel with Poppy, he is honored. For Xiao Zhan fans, absolutely not. Our big family should have the demeanor of a big family. Less entanglement and more reading, stay away from touching porcelain batches and keep a decent distance. For some people, the fans are like a walking fat. Not to mention a bite. You can get a layer of oil on your hands. It can be converted into real money and silver when you eat it. Grab it as the flow of popularity that does not fall. We are so precious, how can we lower our worth and talk to critics? If you think what Xiao said is right, just use your rich little hand to click one button 3 times.